be honest, sometimes there's nothing better than opening the fridge and seeing the rest of the great meal you cooked or ordered the night before. But by day 2 or day 3, most of us are ready to throw away the leftovers, adding to the nearly 40 million tons of uneaten food Americans throw out every year. Well, my next guests are chefs who call themselves the leftover queens of the kitchen, and they're going to show us how they turn days-old dinners into tasty new dishes. Chef Susanne Duplantis joins us from Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and Chef Marta Rivera joins us from San Antonio, Texas. 2 states and 2 cities I love so much. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Marta, I'll start with you. You say leftovers should stay in your fridge as long as guests should stay in your house. I am with you on that. It is a big debate in my family. It was a big debate between my mother and father. My mother is a no leftovers. My father is like, let it stay for 5 days and we'll figure it out. So what is the rule here?
Well, I'm kind of in the middle. So I believe 3 days is max, 72 hours. Nothing more than that. 5 days is a bit much. Sorry, Dad.
Well, and we ruled the house, and so Dad had to give in to us. But Susanne, you were on the first season of Netflix show Best Leftovers Ever. Now, you say you love seeing leftovers finally get top billing, and that storage is the key to sustainability. What's the best way to store, Susanne?
You know, I love the fact that leftovers are finally getting the limelight that they deserve. But the storage is proper key, and to think of leftovers as startovers. And when you start thinking like that, so when you're storing your spaghetti and meatballs, for instance, don't put everything together in one container, cover it up, and put it in there.
Oh.
Separate it out. For pasta, separate. If you can keep your sauce out of your meatballs, or even your meatballs and your sauce. Just gumbo. Don't put the gumbo in with the rice. Do the rice separate with the gumbo. Then that way you can really stretch your leftover possibilities because you have separate individual ingredients that you can use for to create new meals.
That's a great tip. I hadn't thought of that one. Okay, I have in front of me, Susanne, your family's favorite leftover dish. It's a strata. Let me see if I can guess what this started out as. I happen to love strata because I love anything that you can just put in the oven or put in a pan like a frittata and make a dish out of it. So,
versatile.
Very good. Clearly it has eggs in it. There's a sausage. It looks like I see an olive, but I'm not exactly sure. I think basil. Oh, wait a minute. There's more in here. All right. I'm gonna open this up and see. This was pizza?
Leftover pizza.
Oh, wow. Let's see you making it.
Ready to have some leftover pizza for breakfast? Simply remove the toppings from your pizza and break up the crust. Add the crust to a buttered small casserole dish. Then add your toppings back on and any bits and pieces you have in your fridge. Whisk 1 egg per ½ cup of cream. The amount you'll need will depend on how much leftover pizza you have. Pour it over and let it sit for 10 minutes. Then add a little bit more cheese on top if you like. Pop it into the oven at 350 for 15 minutes or until the middle is set.
Marta, I have this is a frittata in front of me. Under this dome is what it originally was. I'm gonna taste it now. Delicious frittata. It started out as fried rice? What?
I am about that life.
You are about that life. All right, let's take a look at how she transformed the fried rice into the frittata.
You will need a 1.5 cups of leftover Chinese fried rice, 8 large eggs, half and half, scallions, garlic powder, soy sauce, and red pepper flakes. And spread your leftover fried rice in an even layer in the bottom of a cast iron skillet. In a mixing bowl, combine the eggs, half and half, scallions, garlic powder, soy sauce, and red pepper flakes. Pour the egg mixture over the rice in the skillet. Bake the frittata for 20 to 25 minutes. Remove the pan from the oven, garnish the frittata, and breakfast is ready to serve.
Marta, that's why I love the frittata. That is exactly, I would not have guessed fried rice, but that's why I love this dish.
So when I was in culinary school, I was like most college kids. I didn't have money. I was trying to, just survive. So every time I had leftover fried rice and I had eggs, I would throw the two together to create a frittata. And
I
now
love
that I'm
it.
a mom responsible for little people, you know, college life and mom life are exactly the same. You know, you're broke, you're struggling to survive, and there's a lot of screaming involved. So it just makes sense.